Capricorn, thank you for being here. This is Mary with Sayre Seer Tarot. And I hope you're doing well. I wasn't going to take them right away, but I have shuffled a little bit. This is October 16th through the 31st, 2020. I don't know if I said that on Libra, but it's a weird day, a weird time. 21, world, reverse. You know, it's interesting because I have these very deep tarot. The world here is like being held with hands, but it's like it's like the earth, like Gaia is being nurtured by Gaia. Isn't that weird? Interesting. So, but when it's reversed, maybe we're not receiving the nurturing that we want. It's almost as if somebody doesn't know what to do. To stop something, to end something, to change something. Because one just doesn't have that warm feeling that what the right action is, right? Three of Wands reversed. You know, this is a card on working, like what you put out into what your deeds bring back. Okay, your deeds bring back rewards or, sorry, kind of karma thing, talking with hands here. But this is a little bit different. There's three pieces of fire here, 3 wands. They're big matches, right? There's 2 to light this one. It's like it's a group effort here, but with reverse. So maybe nobody's cooperating to bring in what we want, to bring in what you want. So if you were trying to bring abundance, then whoever's supposed to be assisting you isn't helping, or the deeds that you've been putting out are kind of inconsistent. They're not like the same vibration, okay? So because of that, there's a delay. Can't move forward, can't end the cycle. It just keeps kind of, it's just there. And the abundance is delayed. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The new start is delayed. The new path is delayed. Because something is blocking all this. Something we're not seeing here. That's the 4 of Cups. It's the big cup in the middle of the room that you're walking around. It's like the elephant in the room, Capricorn. Yeah. And it's weird. There's like all these treasures in there, but this person is just kind of sitting there going, do. And this person's like, hey, see? Trying to reach them and they can't see them. But there's also a bag of gold. There's also some wine bottle or something in there, flowers and a harp and a person. Interesting. All right, we're going to get some more cards now. Somebody's definitely has a, definitely nothing. They're trying to reflect on what somebody's missing. It's like, you may be asking yourself, why is this not working? Why am I not moving forward in something? Why is A, B, or C not getting better? And it's because it's right in front of you. There's something right there. The next card is the Devil reversed. What is it that needs to be put behind you? So this is like a woman and a man chained, and the fire's between them, and they're the inside of like some kind of lizard or something. The eye of the, yeah, yep. So weird, right? So this is overcoming that energy. But still, things aren't moving forward. You're not getting the rewards yet. There's something still there that hasn't been completed. And it looks like that might be your healing or somebody's healing. This is the 4 of Swords. So he's just, hanging out on the edge of this, it's like this little balcony on a tree, and there's all these knives underneath. And so what he decided to do with the knives that were used on him, okay, is to make, like lemonade out of lemons, make, what do they call those things that jingle? Wind chimes out of knives. Kind of cool. I like that. I really like that. So how can you turn what's happened while you're waiting, while you're healing, into something that is beneficial? You turn in the lack of the waiting time, the delay into a plan. You have time to format a plan. You have time to learn in language. You have time to heal or exercise or do something that you said you wanted time to do. Whoa. Okay. So, there's something here that's not being seen as right in front of somebody. Okay. That could be the healing, or it could be something somebody loves. It could be a child offering something. We have 2 fish in a bowl. That's abundance, okay? Or maybe it's your children. And that's weird. Doesn't always come through like that. But maybe if you're a parent and you're stuck at home because of the change in the whole society right now, maybe it's a good time to get to know your children and do some crafts. Not with sharp objects, so hopefully. This is a time to kind of cut through illusion, to start seeing things for what they are. What have you seen lately, Capricorn? What changed? I mean, this is really quite the card, because there's this gangster guy, the 7 of Cups. We've got money, we've got a big house, we've got this guy in a hot tub with 2 babes, I guess. We have overindulgence in alcohol and food. And then we have this deed, and we have fairness right here. And we have these people partying, or they're dancing, disco ball dancing, and then this guy on top, just like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of some gangsta. Somebody that doesn't want to be seen for some reason. Reverse. It's like, what's important? Are we figuring out what's important yet? Oh, that's what they're saying. Have we figured out what's important yet? 3 of Coins reverse. Do we decide? I mean, it's like, there's people that we can't work with, right? There's people that won't work with you. This is the second time it's kind of come up, right? It's almost as if people are blocking you out. Something is, and you just can't work like that. I mean, even with this upright, this guy can barely do this, right? It's just this rickety string, and here, I don't think it's going to work. So, unable to continue the way it's been. That's obvious because that cycle is ending. Sorry about my phone. But something has not been realized. So, this is why judgment is reversed, because there's no rebirth. The lesson, there's still a lesson in here. And it's something to do with how to change the dynamic of wherever you are to grow within the space that you're at right now. To take, people used to say this about when people work for other people, okay? They just use you, and they make all the money, and they just use their employees. But what if you use them to get your education? What if you made it more, create a more reciprocity with using an employer to get what you want? And if you're not, then you stop and you find something. You could use them to learn their computer system so you could start your own business and you'd be up to date. There's all different ways to work within something learn from it, and take it forward. We're never stuck where we are. So the Four of Cups reminds me of when we want a job or we want a certain person and we get that person and then we're unhappy because we said at one time, if only I had make this much money or I had this kind of person, I would be happy. But you see, the happiness lied outside of us. So every time we get to that place, we really haven't solved the internal lack of happiness. Okay, this is why it's important to cut through the illusion of what happiness is. This is really an interesting card because it really puts it blatant. Does money make you happy? Does a big house make you happy? Does third party or, having two women make you happy? I hear you guys, okay. But, do you think ultimately that's going to make you happy? Maybe some people would say yes. And that's great. But maybe some people would say, oh, those women would be fighting within 15 minutes. I don't want that. That's not how you have. It's just all in what you want, okay? That's the thing. But if you say you want something shallow, and it doesn't even have to be shallow, what you think isn't, and it ends up being shallow because you didn't look any deeper in the situation or in the want or the wish or who you were working with. That's where we need to figure out, what do I have to do so I don't create this again? Because it kind of sucks, So that's a reflection. There's something about the innocence. There's something about making something fun. Well, and maybe it, instead of saying, why am I stuck here? Why is this like this? You could go down a dark hole. You could look at it positively. Or you can say, well, let me just set this over here because it's just not helping me right now. Let me look at least I have my children here. At least I have cable or I have internet or I have pencils to draw with. I have my puppies. I got my grocery store still open. I have time to make and learn how to cook meals that I haven't done. I have time to go for the walks that I wanted to go for. I haven't done one in the last month, It's not always outside of you, Capricorn. A lot of it needs to come within us. Sometimes it's more than just work or what we crave or want. It's what we can create. So, I'm going to give you one more card. This is, these are magical dimensions or they're activators. Let's just see what's going on with this. And happy Halloween, by the way. Oh, this one is weird. It was flipped over. That's very strange. We're going to take it. It was the only one that wasn't in the right direction, and I haven't read this card ever. Okay, so this card is called Magical Realms. It's about belief, confidence, and co-creative power. That's that creation, creative power. I was saying, what can we create? Wow, I like that. Okay, so this is 28, which is a 10, which is the end and the beginning. Magical realms resonates to trust in the unseen and the magical realms. All souls are endowed with the ability to commune with otherworldly and interdimensional beings. And as belief in their existence grows in strength, the ability to communicate and co-create with them becomes possible. Crossing the boundaries of these limitations provides a confidence and trust in the soul's enormous power for creation into reality. It's only your perception that may be your limitation. It is only in your perception that you may be in limitation. Believe and know that you are far more powerful than you realize. Trust in this. Reach out to the elementals to cultivate trust in your own abilities. The energies around you are vying for your attention. Isn't that true? What's right in front of you, Capricorn? It's right here. It's in that cup. It's in that bowl. This cup right there, right? So listen to the wind, sea, earth, and sky, and your answers will swiftly come. You have the ability to create your own reality. Believe in this. It should start now if you can. Within you and out. That will be something that's much more satisfying. And you won't have to run anywhere to be happy. You're already there. I love you and take care.